Big government is stealing your tea. What's up, guys? Welcome to Chat Talk Us, where we deliver the hot truth that no one else knows about. So, over the past few years, studies have emerged talking about the gnarly effects that microplastics are having on the general population. According to my anonymous source, ChatGPT, microplastics have been found in every dude's nut that has been studied. Literally, every dude walking around now has microplastic in their nuts. On top of that, the presence of microplastic in nuts and schlong affects sperm quality and overall fertility. The exposure can lead to a decrease in splooge count, increased splooge abnormalities, and inflammation in the ball tissue. These effects raise concerns about the broader implications for male reproductive health, potentially contributing to conditions like reduced hog size and compromised fertility, aka your boys can't swim. So in summation, jizz is getting weaker and dongs are getting smaller. Men literally have 20 to 50% lower testosterone than 100 years ago. Also, it was mentioned on the Joe Rogan podcast that the gooch, the stretch of skin between the balls and the chocolate Cheerio, that's getting smaller too. This is not good. Microplastics are shrinking our dongs and our taints, and they're making our jizz like the friggin' stuff in the Matrix. The goo. Which, you know, as we get further in the video, we're probably going to realize that the government wants us to eat that goo. They want us eating jizz. So, how are microplastics getting into nuts? Plastic, it's now everywhere, and these small microplastic particles can enter the human body through ingestion, inhalation, or direct skin contact. Basically, if you are in touch with plastic in any way, drinking out of a plastic water bottle, touching a plastic, dildo. Basically, if you're around plastic, you're getting microplastics in your hog. So let me ask you this, guys. You think this is an accident? You think the government is concerned about this? Or is this exactly what they want? Because according to my anonymous source, Randy, this is their master plan. Big Ziploc is coming after your balls. They want to shrink our balls so they can grip them with one hand, guys. They want us all to have just a bell end and no shaft. That's Big Ziploc's plan. Oh, you thought that, putting your sandwich in a friggin' plastic bag, maybe your Cheerios in a plastic bag was harmless? Think again. It is all part of the master plan to confiscate your dong. And do you see any politicians talking about it? No, because they're probably all in on it. I mean, guys, why do you think the movie Barbie was so popular? You think people actually enjoyed the movie? Or do you think it was Big Plastic, aka Mattel, being like, let's subconsciously get these people in love with plastic? Why? They want us all to be like Ken. They want America to just be a bunch of guys with plastic bulges and no dongs to speak of. You know, when you rip down your board shorts and you want to show your hog to the world, in 10 years, if we keep going this way with plastic, it's just going to be a shiny hump filled with plastic. I'm just Ken? No, I'm just Ken with no dong. Now, guys, you may be wondering how me and Randy came to this conclusion. How do we know that the government and the friggin' deep state is behind the war on your dink? Well, think about it, guys. What does testosterone do? On top of making you jacked and tan, testosterone has numerous mental health benefits. It's linked to improved mood, confidence. Most importantly, though, it increases aggression and dominance. It's nature's Adderall. But this is important because my other anonymous source, ChatGPT, says that research indicates that testosterone may influence behaviors related to challenging authority or resisting control. Now, this can be linked to the hormone's role in promoting dominance-seeking behaviors and a reduced tolerance for subordination. So when you're at the dog park and you see this dog just wailing on their owner's leg, that's the dog trying to dominate because he's overflowing with tea. Now, the government fears this. They fear a general population just humping their leg. They want us to just be docile, just sort of like a veal cow, just like, oh, tell me what to do next. Tell me what to do. I have no dong. Because basically, testosterone, it gives men the power to flip the bird to authority. So a population with no tea kind of sounds like the government's wet dream, doesn't it? Just a docile, subordinate, goochless society. Just a bunch of neutered sheep running around, suckling on the power tea, asking Big Daddy government what to do next instead of asking questions at the squat rack. I mean, why do you think it was called the Boston Tea Party? Because a bunch of pansies wanted to drink tea? Or were a bunch of patriots banding together to boost their tea in order to tell King George to kick rocks and shove a crumpet up his arse? I mean, they weren't just lifting boxes, guys. They were doing farmer carries and high fives. That's how we won the Revolutionary War. A cannonball, that becomes a kettlebell. Like that. I mean, watch The Patriot. How much tea does Mel Gibson have? Look at him, dude. You know? He's just bursting with it. I mean, think of the guy's load. I mean, guys, it's obvious, dude. Big water bottle, big Ziploc, big saran wrap. They're all just sitting around like Jabba the Hutt while the plastic absorbs our tea. Like picture Bane from Batman, all right? That is big plastic and the government absorbing our body's liquid gold so they can dominate us till the end of time. They want us to be like Smeagol from Lord of the Rings, begging for our tea back once we realize we have inverted dinks. You know, so when we pee, the hole is going to be in our belly and it's going to shoot up. I mean, the French dudes in the Olympics with the massive bulges, that's their worst fear. That's the government's worst fear. They will never let that happen in America. Makes you rethink, you know, some of those maybe not so nice words you said about the French, huh? You know, because they're promoting Big Dong. They love it. So I've laid out the issue for you guys. I've laid it out and you're probably like, Chad, I got it. But how do we fight back? I want you to do this. Double up on leg day. Listen to Slipknot and do a keg stand without a spotter. Boost that T. I'm talking squats, deadlifts, lunges, leg press, leg curls, leg extensions, calf raises, glute bridges, fat hip thrusts, Romanian deadlifts, Bulgarian split squats, and step ups while listening to Call on Me by Eric Prydz. Because the government, they're terrified of dudes who do legs. One time I did a leg workout so massive, I called my senator and I bullied him. Also, guys, eat raw meat. Get some raw liver and just put that down your gullet, shove it up your ass. You know, you absorb the nutrients 10 times better that way. And finally, I didn't touch on this enough, but this is important. Try and stretch out your taint, okay? The taint is the gateway to the pineal gland. You let sunlight penetrate that taint and then your third eye expands, bing, and you can see everything. You can see the truth. So, you know, stretch out that taint like every 4 hours. Just loosen up that gooch. Get it nice and limber, guys. I mean, the government doesn't want men fighting back. That's what this is all about. That's why big plastic is coming after us. That's why big Ziploc is trying to get a stranglehold on our sacks. They don't want men fighting back. They want us frolicking in the fields. And here's the thing. They may be winning now. But I promise if we put all of these things I just mentioned into practice, we will be putting them into a headlock and making them say uncle. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this important message on Chad Talk Goss. Make sure you like and subscribe. Keep spreading the good goss word. You know, we're talking hot truth here. So, yeah, it's important. And I want to say that I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And, yeah, stay stoked.